beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Backstage Pass. So I didn't read the guide carefully, and on the 5th of May 28th of the award ceremony, you could win the fashion award if you have 250 fashion. I don't think I had it at the time. So hopefully that doesn't do anything damaging to our route. Allison, hi, how are you?
Don't act like you care, you backstabber!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Playing innocent? Nice try, but it won't work.
I seriously don't know what you mean. I walked to the door, but Allison places herself in my way. What are you doing?
Saving John, of course.
From what?
You ruined him! I saw it on TV. John said it's all your fault he's like this!
So on TV, does she mean the interview? I take a deep breath. I think there's been a misunderstanding.
About what?
I stop and stare at Allison. I've never seen her like this before, and I'm not sure what to do. What's going on?
Didn't what?
Can you explain what's wrong?
John is! It's all wrong! He's not supposed to be like this!
I wait patiently for Allison to continue.
He's a great person, but now he's hurting people! You have to fix him!
Sean, what's going on in there?
Allison's here. I hear the sound of a key turning in the lock, then Rachel bursts into the trailer.
Get away from her!
No! You don't understand! She's going to ruin John!
Rachel looks at me quizzically. I don't know.
What's going on in here?
Oh, Selena, help. As soon as she sees Selena, Allison relaxes.
Katerina!
Katerina?
Selena looks confused at the mention of her character's name, but she quickly regains her composure.
Hello. Can you tell me your name?
Allison.
And can you tell me what's wrong, Allison?
John's all wrong. You know that. You're trying to stop him.
Selena nods.
I see. You're worried about John, then.
Yes.
That's a really scary feeling, isn't it? I understand.
You do?
Of course I do. I can talk to John about it, but I'd like you to do something too.
Yes?
Can you call your parents? I think they can help me.
Call my parents?
That's right.
Allison takes a moment to process what Selena's asking for, but she nods.
I can do that.
Sean, I think you should go home for now. I'll handle things from here.
Right. I quickly duck out of the makeup trailer before anything else can happen. Dude, that's scary. Good thing Rachel wasn't there, or we so screwed. Honestly. Hey, fitness. Going up.
Alright. Clothes, toothbrush.
Adam. I miss you. Alright, there's not much for us to do. Sure, always playing. Is something wrong? Neither of you touched your soup.
Today's the day, little wizard. We're about to find out if the network wants another season of Vice Versus.
Wait! The first of this month was supposed to be Lloyd's birthday. Why didn't we celebrate that? That's weird. I bought the pocket watch for nothing? Is that what you're telling me? Oh! Suddenly I don't feel very hungry either. Lloyd's phone rings and my heart leaps into my chest.
Hello? Yes, of course. Thank you.
Lloyd hangs up and sighs.
They're not picking us up for another season.
Why not? The reviews are great and I thought ratings were fine.
Fine, yes, but not enough to attract the advertising they were looking for. We're being replaced with a reality TV singing competition.
Damn, dude. What? Why?
Cheaper to produce, still pulls audiences.
And sighs and leans back in his chair.
I can't believe that was so short-lived.
I feel my heart tighten in my chest. Less than a year ago, we were celebrating the start of Vice Versus. And now it's over. But we won an award.
But that doesn't change the bottom line. Not enough viewers and not enough money.
We all did our best. In the end, it's just not what they wanted.
I wish I had something encouraging to say, but John and Lloyd look pretty crestfallen. Truthfully, I don't feel that encouraging anyway.
So, I guess that means you really are leaving.
What?
I've been offered a role back home. I told him that Vice Versus takes priority, but with that gone,
Going back?
it's likely.
What? What about Adam?
I've got several producers already interested in his music. He'll have his pick.
Bite my tongue. What I really wanted to ask was, what about me? Lloyd's warning echoes in my mind. John will win, and work will always be his first love. I guess I should have expected this. I understand, but I think I need some time. I'm going to head back early if that's okay.
Yeah, I think we all need that.
Got a TV interview next Monday morning. Kind of nervous about it. I feel better if I knew you were watching. Adam... I'm preferring Adam's route right now. I'm very bummed. Bro. I'm like ready to cry. Because John's gonna leave us and I felt a sort of attachment. He's just...
What? Seriously? Those idiots don't know a good thing when they see one.
Such is life.
We'll still be recording until
I would not be... Well?
Good afternoon, little wizard. I'm planning to partake of the lovely gift you purchased for me a while back.
Oh.
But I thought it would be better to share it with you. I don't suppose you have a kitchen I could utilize.
There is a kitchen on campus I can use. I think the baking club is done with it for now.
Excellent. Shall we convene there?
Sure. See you there. Dude, I can't handle this.
Huh, not bad. This place seems decently well equipped for a student kitchen.
You look like a teacher. John empties out a bag of ingredients on the counter, among them the truffles I bought for him. Oh, that's what you meant.
I've been excited to try these, but work has kept me until now.
John begins fiddling with the dial on the stove.
Have you made risotto before?
No. I've had it in TV dinner. It's great. Not at all. It sounds difficult.
It's involved, but not overly complicated. I've prepped most of the ingredients, but I'm counting on you to help me with this.
John pours some broth into a pan.
Keep an eye on that. We want it warm, but not hot. I don't suppose there's an apron around here.
Just that one. I nod at an apron hanging on a hook on the wall.
Works for me.
Oh, he looks so cute. I keep using the word cute, even though he's like a chirp. John throws the apron over his head and steps up to the stove.
We'll start with the sofrito.
Okay. Pull out a plastic container labeled sofrito. They look like onions.
That's because they are, mostly.
John tosses the onions into the pot along with a decent-sized chunk of butter. Then why not call them mostly onions? John winks at me and affects an Italian accent.
Because food tastes better if you speak Italian.
Naturally. John stirs the mostly onions slowly for a few minutes.
All right, hand me the rice.
John pours the rice into the pot and continues his careful stirring.
We cook this just long enough to toast it.
I mean, tostatura? What? Tostatura?
You gave me grief for sofrito, but insist on saying tostatura?
What? I'm not allowed to make a little trouble?
I thought you said you never made risotto.
I haven't, but my dad loves watching cooking shows.
All right then, smart girl. Some people say the next step is optional. Can you tell me what it is?
Wine, and it is not optional.
I see your father is watching good cooking shows.
Nothing but the best. I measure out some white wine for John and hand it to him. Oh! The broth on the stove has started to simmer. I immediately turn the heat down.
Nice save!
As soon as the broth cools, John begins to ladle it slowly into the rice. It smells amazing.
Better than those cooking shows, yes?
Much better. I mean, I can't even smell the cooking show, so I guess. John continues to stir the risotto slowly, and I continue to do my best not to drool all over it.
Nearly finished.
John adds a bit of butter and cheese to the risotto.
Go grab some bowls.
I bring John 2 bowls, and he immediately dishes out the risotto and garnishes it with the truffles I got him. He peels his apron off and grabs a spoon.
Try this.
He holds up a spoonful of risotto. As I lean in, he does the same and blows gently on the hot risotto. I can feel his breath against my lips. We tease.
Taste it. I promise it's delicious.
Oh, wait, we haven't actually kissed on the lips yet. Adam and I did that on the first the first date, and then Benito and I did it in the very end of the series. Oh, I'm sure it is. I take a bite of the risotto and savor the texture and flavors. This really is incredible. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. I hope that I'll be able to cook many more things for you in the future.
I would not be opposed to that.
I look forward to our culinary adventures together.
Dude, I'm bummed. 1. A year ago, you participated in a survey at Steel City Mall. Your name has been drawn for a prize of two tickets to the Steel City Renaissance Fair. We have a limited number of prizes available, so please respond immediately. Oh, yeah, it's me, man. 1 unread. Oh. Prize will be shipped to you next week. This is an automated response from mall surveys. Do not respond to this email. Dude, you actually won something? That's great. I would never, honestly. Get one. What do we need to work on? We're good. Alright, exercise for those, but then study for. As soon as Lloyd calls break, I pull John aside. Hey, can we talk?
What's on your mind?
Oh no. Didn't you tell me you might be moving for a new role?
That information was confidential.
But Lloyd knew?
He's my business partner. I had to tell him so he could plan for the future.
And I don't have the plan for the future?
I didn't think our relationship was predicated on where I work.
It's not, but that doesn't mean it won't change things. This is important. What am I supposed to do?
That's up to you, isn't it?
Yeah, yes it is. What? What? I guess it's up to me? Dude, you know the time zone's gonna be all funky? You're gonna be like a day ahead in the future compared to me. What? This jerk? Now you're a jerk again. My moods are... Ugh. I'm like sad. My tickets for the Renaissance Fair arrived today.
Hello?
John, I just won a pair of tickets to the local Renaissance Fair. Let's go.
As you wish, milady. I shall pick you up shortly.
Dude, get a guy like him. Dude, why am I not in my outfit? I don't understand. I threw you in this cute outfit and you're not gonna wear it. The fair is already filled with people by the time you arrive, and I instinctively move closer to John. He takes my hand and gives it a reassuring squeeze.
I'm here.
We move quickly through the grounds, John striding confidently across the grassy path. People seem to part to make way for him. At the far end of the fair, a crowd is gathering around a fenced-off area. John places a hand on the shoulder of one of the onlookers.
What's happening here, mate?
Night competition!
And coughs and tries to hide his expression.
Night. Of course.
There's a tag team competition if the two of you want to enter. One of you has to do archery, and the other does sword fighting.
Their prize?
First place is a $200 gift card to the Divide. Second place is a 5-course meal at a gourmet restaurant.
Dude, wouldn't you take the second place? Gourmet restaurant? John and I glance at each other.
Second place?
Second place.
I
Honestly.
think I remember some sword work from the old days.
I kept hitting my mic with my headset, sorry. Well, I can handle the archery part. I head to the target. Hello? Targets. And approach a man standing over a selection of bows. Where do I sign up? The man hands me a bow.
Right here! Land an arrow in the center of that target and your team will move on to the next round. Whoever wins the sword fight wins the prize.
No problem. I notch on an arrow in the bow and draw. The first shot lands in furthest ring of the target. Oof, I'm kinda rusty at this from the looks of it. Most other people are too. However, one of the archers at the far end has already landed his arrow in the center of the target. I notch another arrow and let it fly. This one lands in the bullseye neatly beside his. I glance over at him and he smiles. He looks impressed. John immediately steps between us.
Nice aim, little wizard. I'll take it from here.
John picks up a sword and gives it a few swings.
Shall we?
Practice. Shall we? Let's go. John removes his glasses, loosens his ties, and steps into the ring. As soon as he does, a murmur ripples through the audience. That guy looks just like Knight. Oh, hold on, guys. I hear rustling, and it's freaking me out. Okay, guys. After that scare, I heard like rustling, and I thought it was like Tyler's mom's cat that came into my room. But I didn't see anything, so I don't know. Hopefully the boogeyman will not capture me, okay? If you don't see this video go up, well, you want to see this video go up if I got captured. Okay. Anyway, boogeyman, I don't know where you're at, but can you leave, please? So I can play this game. Anyway, back to it. John looks very handsome here. I didn't use the word cute. I used handsome. The people in the crowd are whispering amongst themselves, but John ignores them and faces his opponent. The swordsman on the other side of the ring also blocks out the sound of the crowd. He races towards John, and the two of them lock swords. The blades clash against each other, each opponent searching for a weak spot. John's opponent attempts to execute a fancy maneuver, but he loses his balance and tumbles to the side. Acting on reflex, John twists his sword and quickly disarms his opponent. The other swordsman bows his head in defeat, and the crowd erupts into a cheer. Knight is the coolest! Let me be your lady! No man, that spot's taken. John quickly exits the ring and ducks behind a nearby tent away from the cheering audience. The other team's archer greets his friend, and the two of them bump fists. 5-course dinner!
Miss Gooden, I do believe we've been duped.
John appears at my side, glasses back in place. I can't believe we lost a battle for second place by getting first place. The man who handed me my bow approaches us with the form in his hand.
Congratulations! Might I get your contact details so we can send you your prize?
I fill out the form while he stares at John.
You wouldn't happen to be John Brandon, would you?
The man has dropped his announcer voice and he sounds a lot more like a giddy fan. John affects a heavy southern accent.
You know, I sure do get a lot of folks saying that, but I don't got the darndest clue who y'all are talking about.
He's so cute!
I swear, you two look identical! You should try cosplaying Knight someday!
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I hand the man the form and he hurries off to collect the information from the second place team. As soon as he's out of earshot, I turn to John. Y'all? He shrugs.
It worked, didn't it?
Yeah, but I doubt even that will last long. We'd better get out of here before word gets out.
I couldn't agree more.
Honestly, I do love John. He's cute. He's alright. I'm kidding. No, he's good. He's great. I'm glad my opinions. Study. I have no idea why we're studying. Why are we studying? There's no GPA here. We're full-time. We're a full-time
Sean?
worker. Yes? Allison?
I know I'm probably the last person you want to see, but I need to talk to you.
It's fine. How about we meet up after I'm done with work?
That works. Where?
There's a coffee shop called Cafe DM.
I know where it is. I'll see you there.
Allison has already reserved a table by the time I arrived at Cafe DM. She waits for me to start my drink before talking.
I'm sorry for calling you here, but after what happened, I think you deserve an explanation.
You don't owe me anything.
I'd still feel better if I did this. You know in those commercials for medication where at the end it says in tiny letters that in some rare cases, whatever drug they're hawking might actually make everything worse instead?
I do. Allison forces a bitter smile.
That's me! I'm the rare case.
I'm throwing a fistful of confetti into the air.
Ta-da!
Allison watches me expectantly, but I'm not sure what she's waiting for. Please go on.
Really?
Really? Allison sighs and turns her gaze to the counter. She pokes idly at the table.
Some people like to joke about how crazy they are, but for me, it's a reality, and it's honestly not that funny. It's like having a demon inside of you. Someone who whispers in your ear at every turn. And then one day, you wake up and realize that that voice is you. It's always been you.
That's
As a kid, it wasn't so bad. My medication did its job, and I had plenty of friends. Back then, I didn't think I was that different. Then my doctor decided to try something new. I don't even remember what it was called, but I remember exactly how it made me feel. Everything inside me was carved out one piece at a time. As I watched myself slip away, I cared less and less. There wasn't any point anymore. So I figured I'd just stop. Everything.
Aw. Allison takes a deep breath before continuing.
Overdose, if you're curious. I finished off a whole bottle of meds in one night.
Dude!
The doctors say my survival was a miracle, but it felt a lot more like punishment. My friends came to see me, but they were too afraid to say anything. They moved on pretty quickly after that.
Those aren't friends then.
I spent days at home watching TV and doing little else. And that's when I saw Night for the first time.
Oh.
There was some sort of night errant marathon on TV, and there was John, being amazing.
So she was. Oh, no. She did watch Vice Versa.
He acted selflessly, loved everyone as they were, and would do anything to save someone. The idea that someone would actually be like that? I know it's all just fiction, but he saved me in real life. He's the only person who gave me hope. When I heard he was going to be in a new show, I was so excited, but he's so cruel now. What happened to the knight who saved me?
Night is still Night.
What?
I know John is the face of Night, but he's only part of the character. John played him, but what about the writers who chose Night's work? Or the director who built his world? Or all the actors who came before who helped shape him into the Night you know now? A lot of people work together to create Night, because they all believe in the same thing. Selflessness, love, and saving people. It's not just John. There are so many people out there who believe in that. You're not alone.
Sure feels like I am. Everyone else just seems frustrated by me.
They ask you why you can't just be okay, right? Or they say you're making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah, they talk as if it's easy to just make everything go away.
And of course there's the classic, but you look just fine.
I think that's the closest I've ever gotten to a compliment.
Two of us share a tired laugh.
So, it's the same for you?
Social anxiety. Sometimes when I'm surrounded by people, I just can't handle it. Everything becomes terrifying, and there's nothing I can do about it. The two of us sit in silence for a while, enjoying a moment of rest. Can I say something?
Sure?
John's pretty scary and vice versa, but I think he's still part of telling a positive story. In the end, it's a story about overcoming, fighting monsters, standing strong even when you're afraid. Vice versa could give strength to someone the way Knight Errant gave strength to you. And the beautiful thing is, you're part of it now.
I don't understand.
Said seeing Knight gave you hope. The worlds and stories people create on TV can do that. And you're a part of one of those worlds. You may not know it, but your actions may have saved someone else.
Somehow, I doubt that.
You can't say that with certainty. Every story has the power to affect the world, and every actor has the power to tell a story.
But I'm not even that great of an actor.
And when I started out, I was a terrible makeup artist. You have passion and you work hard, I'm sure you'll do.
Do you always know the right thing to say, or did I just get really lucky?
If I said anything worth listening to, then I'm the lucky. Allison nods and stares at the window. Finally, she speaks.
I think I need to step down from acting.
What?
Don't worry, it's just for a little bit. You've said a lot of good things, and I need to rethink what I'm doing. I started acting because I wanted to get close enough to John that I could thank him for saving my life. Thinking about it now, it doesn't seem like the right sort of goal to have.
Yeah, it's not.
But I know I still want to act, so I need some time to figure out what my real motivations are.
Allison stands and shakes my hand.
I wish you the best, Sean. I know we'll meet again someday.
I'll see you then. After Allison leaves, I spend a few more hours alone thinking about my own career. I got into this industry because I had to, but why am I still here? When the coffee shop closes for the night, I feel no closer to the answer.
Good afternoon, Sean.
Oh.
I have something I think you'd like to see.
Ooh, you do? Is it a present? Helena spreads out a newspaper article on the counter.
I've been keeping in contact with Allison's parents to see how she's been. They just sent me this.
I pick up the newspaper and read the headline. Local actress launches theater program for children with special needs. Aww, Allison did this?
Keep reading.
I skim through the article until I come across a quote from Allison. I spent most of my life hiding who I am, but a recent talk with a friend made me realize I don't have to be ashamed. Acting is my passion, and I want other kids to be able to experience that same passion without fear of judgment. It's a difficult road, and I wouldn't be able to do this without my friends and family. But if I can help others the way my friends have helped me, then it's worth it.
The article goes on to talk about some of the trials she's gone through, along with all the support she's gotten from the community.
This is really incredible. I can't believe she managed to do all of this in so little time.
Allison is a remarkable young woman. I look forward to seeing what else she does.
If it's okay, can I hang on to this article?
Of course. I thought you might want to.
Thanks, man. I guess I'm raising my intelligence. Even though I no longer go to school. I totally forgot my girl just did full time here.
Hey there, stranger.
Oh, it's Adam. Vice Versus didn't get renewed. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next.
What? But I thought everyone loved it.
I did too, but the viewing numbers are lower than the network wants. The first season is the last.
I'm really sorry.
I'm more worried about John and Lloyd. They seem really upset by this.
Makes sense. I'm sure things will work out, though. Both of them are good at what they do.
I hope so.
Anyway, I feel like a jerk for cutting our reunion short, but I need sleep. Bad.
Alright, love. Go to sleep. We're going to sleep too. Let's just blog forever. Why not? Blog forever. Just blog, blog, blog.
Greetings, milady. Now that summer is drawing to a close, I was wondering if you'd do me the honor of a beach trip.
Sounds like fun. Oh no, wait. Guys, you guys know what this part is? It's ending, bro. Wow, this place is lovely. I can't believe we're the only ones here.
This particular portion belongs to a mate of mine.
Excuse me? Why are you showing your chest to me? Of course.
Although I confess I brought you here for somewhat selfish reasons.
John hands me a gift bag. A swimsuit?
I didn't think you'd want to wear a swimming costume in front of a million strangers. But since we're alone, I hope you don't mind.
Wait, why are we alone? How did we get there? Oh, wow! Rich guy. I give John a teasing smile. What friend owns this section of the beach? Well, since it's you, I guess I'm okay with it. I'll be right back. Ooh, what is this? Cute! So, what do you think? John lays out a towel and smiles.
Would you like me to apply your sun cream?
It's okay, I don't want to be a bother. John sighs.
Sean, I'm trying to cleverly ask permission to touch your body.
I feel my face heat up. Oh, right. Then yes, please? John takes his time, moving his hand slowly down my body. I shiver as his fingers gloss over me gently.
You're still not accustomed to this.
This is still very new to me. He laughs and stands up.
In your own time, then. Ready to swim?
Just put that cream on me, and you expect me to swim right away? Can't you just let it, like, moisture in a little bit? I race past John and charge into the ocean. Always! John follows me, but I plunge into deeper water before he can catch up. I take a breath and dive under the surface. As I see him approach, I spring from the water.
Oi!
John stumbles back, startled. I giggle and splash water in his direction. I didn't realize you scared so easily.
I didn't realize you were such a troublemaker.
He reaches for me, but with a few kicks, I maneuver out of his grasp. You can't outswim an island girl.
Is that a challenge?
Alright! I totally forgot that she's an island girl. This is like forever since she's been to a beach. John swims towards me, moving quickly through the water with each stroke of his arms. He manages to wrap his fingers around my hand, but I pull my hand away before he can solidify his grasp. Ooh, close one! John chases me, and again I evade his reach. We continue the game of tag until both of us are worn out. I bob back to the shore and lie down and howl. John stumbles after me and places a hand on my shoulder.
There!
You're so... You're so late. He looks triumphant. I smile. Took you long enough.
You're faster than I gave you credit for.
I shut my eye and relax. The sun has warmed the towel and it feels nice against my skin. Listening to the sound of the waves is so soothing. It's like a song. I suddenly realize that the waves are lapping against my legs. What? Whoa, did I sleep? I jolt awake at the sight of the setting sun and again.
Easy there.
John places a comforting hand on my shoulder. What happened? How long was I asleep?
All that swimming must have tired you out more than you thought. You fell asleep the instant your head touched the ground.
You didn't wake me? What if the tide came in and drowned me?
If it came to it, I'd offer resuscitation.
John, Brandon, you can't just kiss a girl before disappearing on her. Dude, don't bring that up. Sad. John coughs and stares out at the ocean.
Concerning that,
Yes?
this past year, I left home to find myself, and I found so much more. I found a talented young man with an amazing voice. I found an old friendship rekindled. I found that acting really is my passion.
Turns his gaze to me.
And I found an amazing woman whom I love more than acting itself.
Oh my god! You're so precious. I find myself speechless at his confession.
I turned down the role for the new series.
What? But I thought you wanted it.
I want to act. I always will, but more than that, I want to be near you. I hope you feel the same way.
You're crunching and open. Excuse me? Do I have a little pet that's hungry? I do, but what about your career? I can't take that away from you.
You take nothing from me and add everything. I have a career here too. Besides, you have your school and your mates and your work. You'd have a lot more to lose if I asked you to come with me.
Wait, I thought I don't go to school anymore. I thought it was like a full-time thing, huh? Oh my god, this is such a pretty picture! John leans forward and runs his thumb slowly against my lower lip.
I love you. And if you'll have me, I want to stay with you.
Oh, God. My heart is beating wildly, and it's all I can do to whisper a response. Love you too. Oh my god, it's so cute! I clear my throat and lean forward. So about that mouth-to-mouth you promised. Wow, Sean. Sean is pretty bold when she wants to be. John kisses me gently once, then again more passionately. This is the most beautiful picture. As our lips interlock, I feel his hand run down my back. He leans over me and lowers his body onto mine. The ocean waves wash over our bodies. The cold water sends a sudden shiver up my spine, but John's warmth quickly melts away the cold. I don't know what the future holds for us, but in this moment, I know that we'll be able to face it. That was cute. That was the most prettiest, beautifulest picture on earth. Can I skip this? There, why not? Nope. Kidding. I guess for oh, whatever. Is that Ian or Ein? I'm Claire. You're beautiful. Everyone's beautiful here. I'm gonna be really sad when this game ends, because my heart has been broken. So, guys, Adam is still first for me, but now it's Adam, John, and Benita. Now let's see if Matthew can top all of them. Because one of my viewers loves Matthew. Then Matthew was their favorite. See? Song's cute. So like heartwarming. Yeah, Matthew, my god, so angelic like. The door opens slowly and John enters with an overdramatic groan. Long day at work?
Aren't they all?
I finished early in the shop today. The mold is setting now. Might need your help getting it out in the morning.
Just call and I'll be there.
John seats himself on the couch and picks up a large envelope set on the table beside him.
What's this?
The courier just dropped it off. I think it's a script for an upcoming movie someone wants you to be in.
Have you looked at it?
You know I wouldn't. John motions to the space beside him.
Shall we?
I sit beside him. He immediately turns on his back to rest his head on my lap. Oh, you're so... Dude, and I hated you at the beginning. Comfortable? Grins up at me.
When am I not?
Well, there was that one time you asked my mom for lemon and milk in your tea. What? John laughs and pulls the script from the envelope, pausing to weigh the thickness of the pages.
I confess, I probably should have guessed from the teapot that she meant Chinese and not English.
I'm sure she'll forgive you eventually. John opens the script and scans the first page.
Intriguing.
I lean forward. What is it?
Oh, now you're curious.
He flips the page over to show me the cover. Remake of Pygmalion? Pygmalion? How do you pronounce that? I grin and poke John's cheek. You'd be a brilliant professor.
Who says I'm the professor? What if they want me to play Eliza?
I'd watch that too.
I don't even know if I'll say yes yet.
Then hurry up and read it.
As you wish, milady.
John reads the script to himself quietly, pausing occasionally to flip a brief page. I lean back in the couch and allow myself to shut my eyes and enjoy this brief moment together. The two of us have both stayed busy with work, but that makes our time together even more precious. In the garage, a mold for a prosthetic makeup piece is drying, waiting for my attention tomorrow. Calendar states that John has another early call time for a movie he's working on. But for now, it's just the two of us. Cute! Let's look at that picture again. That picture was so stinking pretty. So pretty. Look at his eyes. He's about to devour us. He's about to devour. But, guys, we're back. My phone's going off. Alright, guys. I am back. Probably didn't notice, but I left to go into the in real life world. But, we are now just... Let me finish off the end cap of this. By the way, as I was saying, the look in his eyes. John's devouring Sean right now. I honestly didn't expect myself to actually like this route. But then low-key, like I said, I was hoping I would. That he'll change my point of view of him. But as of right now, it's Adam, John, and Benito. I feel like Benito might be at the low tier. Just because I don't think there's a lot of like development between the two. In a way. I just didn't feel all the love and power until the end of his whole playthrough. But anyway, we are done with John's route. I really like the progression, how they both kind of like misunderstood each other. They didn't like each other at the first because they didn't know each other very well. But now that they know each other and accept one another. Guys, I'm really shook about freaking John and Lloyd. Hello? Did any of you guys knew that? Well, besides the one that did play the game, but thank you for not spoiling it for me. I am so shook from that. So, it's gonna be quite interesting playing Lloyd's route, because who knows if John's gonna be like, hey, Lloyd and I used to date, so let me give you some advice. I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's kind of weird that Adam had no say, like he didn't comment about, oh, you're dating John? Like I thought that would happen, but it didn't, so, oh well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and guess who's next? Matthew! And Matthew is my favorite name. I'll one day name a pet that maybe, or a plant, I don't know, because I don't plan to have kids. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll watch you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.